Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. Thanks again for watching. This is your look ahead video, updated on Saturday the 10th of January. Loads of weather going on this week, more gales on the way, but as usual, we are going to be taking a little bit further look ahead over the next few weeks in this forecast. For the shorter term detail, take a look at the fast forecasts. But we have got some windy weather on its way. This is not the ECMWF, the GFS for Thursday morning. Deep area low pressure passing towards the north of Scotland. It's the ensemble model, so it brings together all the various runs of the models, means it out and says this is where we think things are going to be. And notice these very strong winds look to the south of that low. Looks as if it's going to be late Wednesday into Thursday. Could see some potentially damaging winds across the country. Gusts over 70 miles per hour. But things changing on that slightly as to where the position of the low is actually going to be. We'll keep you updated throughout, but it's certainly something that you need to be watching very, very carefully. Now on to today's CFS, looks something like this for week one. Some interesting comparisons actually late on. It's basically got low pressure across us during the course of this week. We've got the jet stream blowing through here. Cooler weather though coming round the back of this low here. That sets the scene for temperatures taking a tumble. It's not a huge tumble, but it is certainly a fall on where they have been. And this is a very interesting chart. This is week 2, 17th to the 23rd of January. Now, puts higher than normal heights across northern Scandinavia and in the Atlantic. But look, low than normal heights down towards Iberia. That caused by this cold plunge of air that comes across the UK straight from the Arctic. And during the last part of this week, it develops that cut-off low feature across Iberia. But what that then does is it pulls in easterly winds from the continent. High pressure north, low pressure south, cold easterly winds coming in. Now just take a look at the GEM for the 20th. So this is the Canadian, and this is Tuesday, the 20th of January. And look, low down here, high up here, there's that easterly flow. So the Canadian is certainly seeing something there. Now, the Canadian can kind of jump around a little bit, but it is quite good at seeing cold outbreaks of air. And I'm just wondering, has this picked up on the colder snap that we were talking about? And is this actually starting to show us now more of what's going to happen? It's strange for the CFS to get it and then for the Canadian to pick up on there as well. Certainly looks as if it's spotting something. Now, 50s from the Canadian looking like this. Look, -5 going through here. We've got a -10 in here. This is real bitter cold winds coming through. So again, this is a situation that we've got to be watching. It's cold that doesn't last all that long, and I think that's a theme, an ongoing theme of this cold snap. You know that we've been predicting it since the beginning of December, but we also said it wouldn't be that long-lived. It's sort of an 8, perhaps 10-day shot of cold. This is week 3, 24th to the 30th of January. Things starting to change by then. We've got the ridge building into the south, low up to the north, got a ridge coming in, something like that. I think that's position late on in the week. I still think the depth of cold we need to look for is perhaps the 18th, 19th, through to around the 27th. It's those sort of dates. But it does show the high building in, which would bring dry weather, less cool weather. And then week 4, looking like that. Certainly less cool then, 31st to the 31st to the 6th of February. Low to the north, high to the south, look. And here we go with more of a west to southwesterly flow. So mild conditions across the south of the country according to the CFS by then. Still staying pretty cold up towards the north though. The source air probably still coming in off Greenland, off northern parts of Canada, off the pole, and those places at the moment are experiencing some really cold conditions. This is the temperature anomaly so far this month for the US, and you can see just how cold it's been, look, particularly across the central parts of the US. And globally looking like this, look, there's this real cold air, look, across Greenland, across the northern parts of Canada, down through the central US, and if we're going to get winds coming in off here, then obviously it's going to be cool. So we do need to be watching out for the potential for this colder hit coming through from the 18th, 19th onwards. Be very interesting if it does, and I'll feel slightly smug because I'll have been corroborated in what I've been saying. So we'll just wait and see what happens. As I say, I don't think this is going to be a desperately cold outbreak. I mean, I've been telling you that I didn't think it was going to be desperately cold. It's going to be cool to cold. You know, don't run away with the idea this is kind of 1963, 1947. It's not, and it isn't the tabloid headlines either. It's just a cool outbreak of winter weather, but one that could bring some snow. As far south as really southern parts of England, but we'll wait and see to try and pin down the details. Okay, I'll leave you with that for now, but whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching weatherweb.net, and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.